Howdy, howdy, my darling Leo. How are you doing today? Let's get into your weekly tarot reading, Leo, for November 2022 and see what's going to be happening in your life this month, or this week, rather. What your horoscope is looking like, what predictions we could be making for you today, Leo. All right. So if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, Leo, be sure to check out more than just your one zodiac sign, right, darling, right? Because when it comes to tarot readings, and just like your horoscope, you wouldn't base your entire life off of your one sun sign, right? Check out your sun, moon, and your rising. Oops. Leo. All right. And if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. All right. It does help me out quite a bit and it's completely free to do, Leo. But all that being said, let's just take in this tarot reading here. All right. See what's going on right now. Let's get into your first row. First and foremost, being the Fool, the Devil with this Four of Pentacles here, Leo. All right. So this is like I get like a very specific message here, Leo, where it's just you had invested into, unfortunately, some type of devil that you didn't realize was a devil until it was too late, right? It was this sense of, this dating life 101, friendships, being open, vulnerable 101, right? Sometimes it's a constant game of making sure that we don't invest our Four Pentacles, our energy, our time, our love into devils, people who are toxic, people who will slow down the progression that we have going in our life in all facets, people who are just ultimately not good enough, or not that came out good for us in our life, but maybe let's just say good enough, Leo, right? They're not good enough for you, obviously. I get like this sense of where just like whatever this was, it was really controlling, suffocating. It's almost as if you never had any time off. You never caught a break. You never felt as if you could be yourself. This could either be like a job or a person, honestly, with how restrictive this feels. And Spirit is letting you know with this Fool energy here, Leo, that a new opportunity to try to invest in someone else is coming forward to you, Leo. All right. So we'll get some details about this person here. But as y'all, my regulars already know, I'm not about painting a fairy tale, darling. So I'm not going to say that this new opportunity coming in is going to be someone that's not a double. All right. That is, again, just like the Russian roulette of life when it comes to deciding who we open up to, what we decide to commit to job wise, is that we don't know if it's going to be good for us until we're already invested, right? Right now, it is a clean slate, full energy. But let's see, Spirit will reveal to us today, Leo, with some tarot cards about some details about this situation here. The World card, I get this sneaking suspicion this opportunity is going to be coming in shortly after you already had closed off whatever this situation was with this Devil card and this Four of Pentacles here, Leo. All right, so be anticipating this relatively soon. Maybe you're consuming this tarot reading right after you ended something, or maybe this is like the tarot reading that's giving you the final wake-up call to confirm to you, being like, okay, yeah, I was experiencing some Stockholm syndrome. I didn't want to give up on this garden that I had already invested into. Seven of Pentacles, clarifying this Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you didn't want to give up on something so easily, Leo, because you wanted to make sure it was the right decision because of how much effort, how much work, how much love and money you've already put into this. All right. And so I'm here to tell you, if this is your story anyways, Leo, that it's time for you to let go of this garden here, because more gardens, more opportunities to plant a new garden are coming forward. So if you're not happy with what is already sprouting, what is already manifesting in your current garden, this is a time for you to leave that situation, whether this is a person or whether this is, something going on in your life, in your career, what have you, Leo. All right. Don't feel as if you are so locked down to this one thing because you don't know if anything, a clean slate is going to come forward. All right. Very specific message there. All right. And then to answer with this Fool energy, this is only going to be coming up in your life. This opportunity, Leo, is if I'm not really all about diving all in with things, right? But there is this sense of where it's just like, you can't play it safe, Leo. You can't dabble into this new Fool energy, seeing if it's also worth investing into before you pull out your investments in another garden. Spirit is telling you, she's like, hey, darling, if you want this to happen, you want to do this, you have to go all in with this. You can't feel out, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to make a choice, ultimately, Leo, of what you feel at this time and what do you think is it worth the risk, right? Because I can't ultimately tell you if that is worth the risk. So let's get into your second row. I was going to clarify with that Fool card of what that is, but I feel like it's going to unpack with this second row here intuitively. So Leo, we have in your second row the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and then the Hermit card coming in here. All right. So this is where your story is going to be looking like here. I almost wanted to call you Aries. I apologize, Leo. This is what your story is going to be looking like, Leo. You are at this point in time where Five of Pentacles feeling pretty down in the dumps sometimes, right? Let's not be presumptuous here. Maybe you have your good days and then you have your bad days. Maybe it's just like during the late nights when you're watching Netflix or having a meal by yourself, and then your emotions get to the best of you, right? When the doors are closed, you're just like, you think you're fully healed, and then you'll have that moment to yourself where you have to cry it out just a little bit more, to release a little bit of the negative tension that you feel internally. And that's okay. That's very human. But what Spirit is wanting to let you know, Ace of Cups being the heart of the spread here, fabulous, as well as this Hermit energy here, is that an Ace of Cups situation is going to be happening while you're in that Hermit mode. There is something that causes for your heart chakra to really open up, to be activated during this period of time of where you are to yourself reflecting, Aries. So I really would be expecting either like some really positive news during this time of reclusivity. Is that a word even? During this time of being a recluse. This is a card I pulled extra. Aries, why am I wanting to call you Aries again? Is it like an Aries wanting to reach out, or do you have Aries in your chart? Second time random. Anyways, we have this Page of Swords coming in, clarifying this Five of Pentacles, Leo. All right, so I really do feel as if this is like a situation where it's like y'all are going to be, Leo, receiving some really positive news. That really, like, during this time of you being a hermit, you receive some positive news and opportunity that excites you, that you've had your eye on for a while. Or you could translate this Page of Swords, Leo, as someone that has, starting communication with you, someone that's new. Pages represent that new energy. You have the Ace of Wands clarifying the Ace of Cups. All right. So as a tarot reader, Leo, you'll understand, you'll see certain symbols and certain synchronicities. And one of those things are like seeing aces being paired up like this. When you have more than one ace paired up like this is usually Spirit's way of like giving the green light to something, the go ahead, Leo, on something. And so in this sense here, it's like Spirit's giving their blessing in regards to what's about to be opening up in your path here, Leo, that gives you this fresh start, right? That you have to be willing to be like, all right, am I willing to take the risk with this, or do I want to stay comfortable here? What Spirit is saying essentially here is just like, well, we can't unveil all the details about this Fool, this new journey, and we can't promise that there's not going to be bumps on the road like anything, right? Like that's just what life is. We can tell you that it seems like it's going to really make you feel alive again. It's going to open up your heart chakra. It's going to give you the opportunity to feel passionate about life again, to feel excited about life again, Leo. That's what I get with this intuitively here. Clarifying this Hermit card, we have the Sun card. Very fitting for this here. All right, Leo, so you guys are going to be removing the blackout curtain soon. If you're having your period of where you have to cry it out sometimes, darling, cry it out. All right, have your period of where you are just focusing on yourself and not putting some standard, applying some standard of what you think the perfect human or the perfect version of yourself should look like when you're healing. All right, enjoy your healing journey for what it is, because the sun is going to find its way and reach you again, darling. And all you have to do is not to deny the sun when it comes knocking on your door. All right, make sure that you don't get too cynical with life. Make sure that you don't lose hope ultimately. All right, Leo. So let's get into your third row here. Two of Wands, Nine of Cups, as well as Swords. So Nine of Cups and Nine of Swords here, Leo. The thing about it is, for your future, Leo, I feel like there's a lot of like unspoken anxiety. It feels as if whatever has recently happened in your life has really taken a blow for what you see for your future. You don't know where your future stands. It's almost as if now you're in this place of thinking that you're going to have to compromise in some facet in your life. And I don't think that's the case at all, Leo. I don't feel like you have to compromise whatsoever. But your mind is convincing you of that. Your anxiety, your sleepless nights, something really took its toll on you, Leo. And I don't say that from a place of shaming. It's just an observation. It's just like, man, it must have really hurt, you know? So let's start clarifying this here. You know, that's just a call out from spirit where it's just like, hey, you know, that wrench in the plans, I'm sure it really freaking hurt here, you know, but let's not lose ourselves. That's the thing about this that I get with this, Leo, is that you might be feeling like you're losing yourself. Five of Cups on the Two of Wands, Empress card, Nine of Cups, Page of Pentacles. You're feeling like you're losing yourself right now, Leo, and then even in the back of the deck energy, we have the Strength card, right? Very, very fitting for you. So you feel like you're losing yourself right now, Leo, but the reality is you are doing anything but. If anything, you are discovering who you are on an even deeper level. And right now, you are just having a period where you need to lick your wounds for a little bit. You know, you need to be to yourself and just be in like a very sobering energy to yourself with your own thoughts there. But trust and believe, darling, there's going to come a point in time that something really positive is going to be knocking on your door, and you're going to be so happy to answer it, but you have to be open to it. That's the only thing I consistently get here, Leo, is that while you're on your healing journey, you might just be like too shut down, too cynical about being open to new opportunities, about being willing to take any risks, because in your current life right now, you're just like, oh no, I don't want to rock the boat too much while I'm licking my wounds. You know, I'm not here to tell you what to do, Leo. I just see what I see with these tarot cards and make my observation, but you know what you need to do with your life the best, right? So let's get into your oracle card today, Leo. See what's going to be happening, what your oracle for November is, which is the Eagle Spirit, number 23, Leo. The Eagle Spirit, equaling to 5. Look up the number 5 in numerology, see what messages that has. But this says Spirit has your back, Leo. Spirit has your back, absolutely. And so when you acknowledge that spirit has your back, when you acknowledge your ancestors are there guiding you, your spirit guides protecting you, you know, when you acknowledge your archangels blessing you, whatever deities you align with, if any, bless you, then you are a lot more fearless. All right. You're able to attack that imposter syndrome that's going on with you and realize that spirit wouldn't allow it to happen unless it was there to really improve your life in some way or to really build some character, right? So that's the tarot reading that I have for you today, Leo. Hopefully something in here resonated, and if so, you already know what to do, darling, and I'll connect you sometime in the near future, my beautiful Leo. Bye, darling.